Hello YouTube. I decided, since there wasn't too many I think there's only one review up of the Biktrix LT stunner, that I put up a brief video showing the bike and the reasons why I bought it. Let me just go around the bike real quick, and you'll have to forgive me because A, I don't like talking, B, I'm not good at making videos, but I thought if this could help somebody else out, and perhaps you were looking for a bike with the same features or for the same reasons that I was, and maybe this will help your buying decision. First, I wanted the bike to be in red, and as trivial as that sound, if you're spending that much money on a bike, which in this case was almost $2,000, was right at $2,000, you might as well have the dang color that you want, right? So as trivial as that sound, I wanted a bike that was in red. That's my favorite color, and that's what I wanted. I also wanted the 4-inch tires. I'm 53 years old, and I haven't been on a bike probably since I was 16 years old. And I was really afraid of falling off or relearning how to ride a bike again. And this helped me balance quickly. I was riding it within 20 minutes. Not expert, I was still a little wobbly all over the place, but having the motor, that really helped, because I could balance myself on the bike and then start the throttle right here. And the throttle would carry me forward, and all I had to do was worry about balancing instead of worrying about balancing and pedaling, getting up to enough speed so I didn't fall off or fall over. So that worked out. Once I was able to balance with just using throttle, it didn't take long for me to be able to pedal. So another thing that I wanted was a step through, and this is where I failed. Although this is technically, I guess, a step through, this is more of like the old school girls bike. The step wasn't low enough. I wanted a really low step through, and this step through is a little bit high for me. I'm a little stiff, so it's kind of hard for me to put my leg over. So other than that, it's not impossible. I can do it, but the lower step through is what I was after, and I kind of wish I had went with that. As far as what it comes with, this is the computer. See, I've got like 6 miles on there, and I've only had it for a couple of days. This is the bike's throttle. I kind of wish they had did a different type. The little plastic is it's not bad. It feels pretty solid even though it's plastic. I just would have preferred something else that I might not have to replace in a couple of years. This is to put you into, this turns on the this turns on the computer, and this is for your to put you in the pass 1, pass 2, pass 3, which is your pedal assist. So pedal assist 1, it'll take you up to, I don't know, 7 miles or something like that, and pass 2 goes, up to 13. I don't know how many miles exactly, because like I said, I'm still learning the bike, but the higher you go, the faster you'll go when you pedal. Okay, or the more assist the motor gives you is probably a better phrase. The instruction says it comes with a bell. Mine did not come with a bell, so I bought a bell in red, of course. Got that off of Amazon. This is your speed switcher. And this here, I got 2 mechanical brakes, or these are hydraulic brakes. Here's the shocks, I guess. And you can turn these or lock them up. I'm sure you bike people know more than I do. Now, I also wanted, a bike rack, which I got, because I like that style to step through with the bike rack and a basket. I was planning on putting a basket on the front to make it a little bit more girly and not so rugged mountain bikey look. That didn't work out because of all of these freaking wires in the front. I can't get anything in here. So yeah, that was a fail. No basket for me. I ordered one too, so I'm gonna have to take it back. That does come with the front light. Let's see if I'm missing anything. It comes with an actually pretty nice saddle seat. Now, after about 20 minutes, it starts to bother me a little bit, but that might be just because make sure you guys can see what I'm doing. That might just be because I'm not used to it yet, but it's really cushy. You see, I'm pushing down into it. But you can also replace that with another seat if you don't like it. And it's got little springs underneath there. Oh yeah, the battery. And let's see. This is the battery down here. And I think, yeah, you turn it on here. And see, I got 3 bars left. I need to put it on a charger. Sorry, this is not a better review. I'm just not used to doing reviews. I just wanted to give a brief analysis of the bike. I like it. I can't think of anything. Let's see. I wrote notes so I make sure I covered everything. So yeah, fat tires for the stability, a low step. Oh, I wanted a strong frame, and the frame looks really beefy. I wanted as cheap as I could get. $2,000 is not cheap, but I think for the feature set, it's not a bad price because I've priced out bikes, that was $500,000 more. And some of them came with 500 watt motors. And the motor on this one is a 750 watts. And I got the upgraded battery. There was 2 choices. I think it came with either a 12 or a 13 amp, a 17 amp, and I want to say a 21 amp. I went with the middle. I went with the 17 amp, mainly because I didn't want to go over $2,000 for a bike that, I wasn't even sure I had actually ride it. Of course, $2,000, I'm trying to be committed. My husband likes to ride bikes, and he's been riding them for a couple of years, and I was like, well, why sit in the house, while he's out getting exercise? I might as well join him. So there it is. Now I'm going to be joining him. Of course, he went out of town the week I got it, so haven't had a chance to ride with him yet. Let's see. Oh, yeah. This is the 24-inch model in candy red. I'm 5'4". As you see, the seat is all the way down. It's all the way down so that I have an easy time of putting both my feet on the ground. But the seat is not high enough. I need to raise it up higher so that my leg can extend a little further when I'm pedaling. But for now, I'm leaving it low so it's easy for me to touch the ground until I'm absolutely 100% comfortable that, I got the hang of riding a bike again. But honestly, it was between this bike and the Vigo. The only reason this bike won is because the Vigo is not in stock until August. I live in Michigan, and I only have so long that I can ride a bike. Most of the riding season is over, you know. So, and I know people ride these in the snow. I'm just not one of those people. If it's snowing, I'm in the house with the heat on. Sorry. It took me about 7 days to get the bike. It shipped out of Canada. Direct from, I didn't buy it through Biktrix. I bought it through another bike company, but Biktrix actually does the shipping. So they shipped it through DHL, and it took exactly 7 days to receive it. I think that about covers everything. I like the bike. Again, I'm 5'4". It feels almost like this is just right. I used to, when I was 16 or so, I rode 26-inch bikes, and I had no problem with that. So I figured, 24 inches was a little bit shorter, so it would be easier for me to handle the bike, and since I hadn't been on one in a long time. And the Vigo, I think, is a 20-inch, and that's what I was going to go for. And then I changed my mind because of the shipping date, and because I decided to go with bigger tires because I didn't want to pedal as much. Yeah, call me lazy, but that's one of the reasons why. And I thought it would have a better ride, so I went with this one. It's almost too much bike for me. I think once I'm used to riding a bike again, it'll be fine. But I really think I could have went with that 20-inch and been fine. 26-inch, definitely at 5'4", would have been too much bike for me. So I think that about covers it. If you have any questions or comments, feel free to post them below, and you guys have a nice day.